Coach and the Casual, live in Vegas. This episode, we got the one and only, one of the most beautiful fighters in the history. Thank God our wives aren't here. We got the one and only Paulo Costa. Thank you, brother.
My pleasure, brother.
Honestly, we had Drickus Duplessis on, and literally our wives were just going crazy. Like they were like, oh, and they don't watch any of our podcasts. They've never seen one episode, and they sat
They were lined up,
and they love Paulo Costa. So they're gonna be.
They love Drickus. You know, it's funny. After we had Drickus on the podcast, I went on his Instagram, and maybe a day or two later, and every post I saw my wife liked it. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, and like my wife would, she's like, we've been around fighting a long time, and she's not really like she watches it, but it's not her life, But if Paulo Costa's fighting, she's like, "Hey, let's watch this one."
What do you think? Okay, so you can set the debate straight for us. No. Who's more handsome, Drickus or Paulo?
Oh, bro, of course I am. Of course I am. I know he looks good, blonde guy, tall, but I beat Luke, your friend.
Yeah, my friend Luke. Yeah,
and Ramsey was there when you beat her, or he helped with the cut, huh?
Yeah. And he was training at my gym.
I even get but I even got the BAF belt from him, because I suppose he was the most beautiful man.
Yeah.
Right.
So now you got the MB.
So now
MBM.
Most
beautiful man.
BAF, best look fighter.
Oh yeah.
So BAF, now I'm BAF. I have the BAF belt. I still have, Shimo gave me, Shimo?
Yeah, Shmo.
The Shmo,
She gave me that, and I'm proud of that belt.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly.
But also, you're a lot better looking than Luke after Mike Perry knocked his teeth out. You saw when Mike Perry knocked his teeth out?
Yeah, so then.
Luke hold without the teeth, so then he out of the ring.
Yeah,
he's out of the ring. Yeah, and then he lost his teeth, and now he got Drickus. You come for him, like
you gotta knock his teeth out.
I gotta knock his teeth out because I want to be the most beautiful man.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I watched a lot of your fights.
Say that?
He said
Drickus said he's the most beautiful.
He said he was the most beautiful man.
Okay.
He was on here telling us, he's like, "Have you seen my wife?" And he's like, "I'll take all your wife."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. We couldn't do anything about it, but
but we are not getting a lot. Me at least, I'm not getting a lot advantage of this because Tamar is over there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you too. Dealing with she's your manager, huh?
She's my manager. She's my future spouse. Together for a long time. So I'm just using this with her.
I'll tell you, we dealt with her just to line up
all this beautiful just for Tamar.
Sex sells though. Yeah. You can sell anything. I mean, I want some fucking secret juice. If I look like you, I'll drink secret juice all day.
Here,
Secret juice. It's all for how good you look. It doesn't even help to fight.
This is gonna help, of course. This is gonna help. If you want to try, you can.
Can try?
Go ahead, try.
He starts having a seizure.
That was
It's too strong for him.
That was your report.
Oh, what is going?
Are you feeling something different?
Whoa, there we go.
Are you feeling something behind?
I feel something down low.
You feel good?
Try it.
Let me see.
Oh, it's waterfalls.
Whoa, that's a good one.
Hey, did you notice he waterfalled?
Yeah, I don't want to kiss him. He's too beautiful.
I put my lips on that. I was like,
what to think about the taste?
It actually tastes really good.
Tell the people what to think.
I don't speak Portuguese, so what flavor is it?
This is natural flavors, like secret juice make basically of ginger, lemon, and some other secret ingredients, but it's based on.
Is it FDA approved? I'm just kidding.
This is USADA approved.
USADA approved.
After more than I don't know how many fuck tests I did. I think I did over 200 and was approved in every single one. So this is USADA
Secret
approved.
juice. Is that your company?
Yes, we just produced in the Secret Juice. And
Is this the same one that got?
we're gonna put this for everyone, you know.
So you can buy it anywhere?
Yeah, you can
Is
buy
this
it
the same
anywhere,
one
but
that
not
got
yet.
the-
In United States, we're gonna be released. I just finished the small details of the process. I think we're gonna release these on powder first.
Yeah.
You know, so you can buy the package of powder, you know, like
Yeah.
sachets. You open.
Yeah, it's like a little one.
Yes, put it on your eye. You can train. This is many good ingredients for your body, you know, for your health. And so, first of all, you're gonna sell this on powder, and then, you know, the goal is sold here, sell this here in America like a beverage.
Yeah.
But I need some investment. And by the way, if you are some investors over here and you want to be part of,
I would
this-
look to your left and talk to the guy sitting to your left. That's the guy right there.
That's it. You know?
You're, as all of our fans, they tell me I'm your fat younger brother. This looks like fat younger
Yeah,
Paulo
yeah.
Costa.
I literally everyone's like, "Who's the fat Paulo Costa?"
The guy looks good.
Yeah,
bro.
my
The guy
God,
looks good.
thank you.
After,
He's like a
Drink more
copy
Secret Juice.
of a copy of a copy. You know, like if you get a copy by the
It's
third
darker and
copy,
darker and
he's good.
this
He's
is
good.
the third.
I think just lost a little bit weight. And,
I'm in a bulking phase right now, but then I'll cut later with Secret Juice.
I will take care of you,
Oh
man.
my God.
I will get some liters of
Some
Secret
Secret
Juice.
Juice
I
to
think
take
we're
you-
gonna.
Make me strong.
You're gonna
But
be
is
in
this
the
the
point.
same one that got? Who's that Cuban? Who's that big Cuban?
Which one?
Yoel, is
Yoel?
this the one that got Yoel in trouble? He had the secret supplements put inside there, the secret
Yeah.
juice?
I think he has a secret, another secret. Watch.
But at the end, he got a lot money. I think.
Yeah, so it's a good
I
one.
think he should.
Yeah, because they like put something in there. But when you started doing the Secret Juice, I mean, I love it. It's funny, it cracks me up because you are one of the most tested dudes ever
Yeah.
under the history of USADA.
Yeah.
Was it at first a joke, and then you're like, dude, everyone wants to buy it. I should turn it into like.
Yeah, you know, it's really start and coming up as a joke, but because it's funny. Big guy, I'm a big guy for middleweight. You know, I cut
Big
a lot
guy,
of weight.
like, you're just saying body or?
Body.
Like, what's your walking weight?
I'm walk around 220.
Oh,
220? Same for
Yeah,
Drake. Same for
220.
Drake is 220.
Yeah.
40-pound cut is too much.
Yes, too much. It's a lot. I assume that. And then I was needing something to help me to cut a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And then I find out the Secret Juice.
Yeah.
This really helping me more than just drink water or whatever bullshit, you know, you have over there, like bad ingredients inside, like sweetener, sugar, and, you know, how you say conservers?
corn syrup.
Conserve
Yeah,
stuff, you know. And Secret Juice now, Secret Juice is 100% natural. You know, so natural. So I made by myself on my home, you know, ginger, lemon, some
Yeah.
other ingredients, and then really helped me to be on shape, you know. So it's become like that. The people saw me walk around with a big gallon of Secret Juice and drink this the whole day. And they say, what the fuck this guy is drinking the whole day? And he looks good, you know, big, strong jacket. So then become. And this has a functional, you know, I say useful.
Yeah, it's functional. It's
functional.
not just a drink. It's like
this
it's
is-
a detoxing.
yeah.
Secret
helps
juice
survive.
is different than for John Jones, who has secret powder.
Yeah. What about John Jones' Secret Juice? Is
I
that
don't know.
different?
Yeah.
No,
There's no
You
comment.
don't gotta hide under any.
sorry. Yeah.
No
that's it.
hiding
John
under
Jones is
cages.
looking
No.
too big right now. You don't want to say nothing.
yeah.
It's not that kind of powder.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of powder.
Well, let's talk
Make
about-
you alert, make you, you know, ready to fight, but it's not that kind of powder. Definitely not.
Well, let's talk about some things. So I'll tell you, just recently, for me, we were talking before the podcast. For me, I'm a gambling degenerate. I gamble too much. And just recently, you made me a little money because I tell you, I put my money on Bobby Knuckles.
And I lost.
But he
I
put his
my
money on you.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
But and even still, he says that you won. You think you won or what?
Oh, bro, to be honest, I thought, you know, when, especially when I heard the Bruce Buff say, some crazy dude say 30-27.
Yeah, it wasn't
So,
30-27.
I just say, okay, so I won. Because the first round is no way to give to
Yes.
Whittaker.
Yeah.
I almost knocked the guy. You know, he was, you know,
That
he
spinning freaking kick put him on skates.
Yeah, of course, yeah, that's it. You know, he did the chicken dance, and
Yeah.
he was, And so no way to give him the first round. So when I hear 30-27, I say, okay,
I
we
got
won.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by
Bust
the way,
out the secret juice.
I did too, bro. Because I had like 5 bets going at the bar. I was like, oh no, I had all these people, and I was like, pay me, 30-27.
You thought same,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. When I heard the 30-27 judge, I was like,
how that motherfucker Jude give him the first round, bro?
that's what.
First round's tough.
I
First
mean,
round's
like,
tough.
29, 28, you could be like, all right, maybe the second 2 rounds, they were close or whatever,
Yeah.
which he still landed more shots. He was just coming forward. And then you, like, as a fighter, you're always like, what's more important, pressure or damage? And you were going for damage.
I'm old school, I'm from the times that damage is what you
Shoot boxing.
Even the school or fight or college, when you fight somebody,
Yeah.
here,
Whoever gets more of an ass
yeah,
beating is like.
if you make the guy bleed,
bleed, yeah.
Blood. Yeah.
you're okay.
Yeah.
I'm what?
I win,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I fucked his face up, and the very first round he started bleeding by nose, and then on the last 10 seconds I land that spin heel kick,
Yeah, the spinning heel.
and he make the dance, almost knock.
For sure should have won that round by
Yeah.
all 3 judges.
Did you see the petition before the fight that if you had to pull out, you had to kill yourself? You saw that one?
He shared it, bro. I saw it on your page.
I saw. I was scared about that, I say, Tamaya,
You stay away from
I
me.
need to go anyway.
Yeah. I gotta fight this.
Dude,
fight.
but I saw before that the fight before that staph infection was gnarly. You had to pull out the one before that staph infection because you pulled out the fight before wasn't against Bobby, it was against somebody else that you had to pull out because of the staph infection you had. I thought.
Oh, Shimaev.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chimaev. How do you think that would have gone with Chimaev? Because when Chimaev fought,
Gourmet Chain, gourmet.
yeah,
Gourmet.
yeah, because
Gourmet
that's the
Che
thing.
Che.
He fought.
That's what he calls him.
Yeah.
He fought Kamaru, right?
Yeah.
He fought, yeah.
And barely beat him. And Kamaru was there for
Yeah.
1 week. I think Chimaev's hype train came off when he fought
Yeah.
Kamaru because he just gasses so quick.
Yeah. I think he get out the fight. Sorry, he got out the fight. Is a little smaller than before, maybe.
Yeah.
I was studying him. I was training for him for like 3 months until I got the staff and was necessary to take. They took me out to make a surgery. I did 3 surgeries on this elbow, like in 12 days. So
That's rough.
I was studying him. I was paying a lot of attention on him, and I bring guys to simulate him like a.
Similar guys, so you can
Yeah.
train with them. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I know he was this kind of guy, exactly who the people realize, not you, I mean, the average people realize, he's not so that,
Unbeatable, right?
unbeatable, that monster, that people, who is, he's huge fan used to say he is, so yeah, he looks bad. So I knew that because I was focused on him. So I was studying him, so I know, when the people do something or talk on the way that you start to doubt about, okay, this guy is saying that because he truly believes on that or just because he want, make the crowd believe on that. So,
Like, does he really believe it, or is it like, oh?
yeah, or just
In my opinion, though, the Gilbert Burns fight to me derailed.
Yeah.
Because
But what he did to Kevin, that was dirty.
Yeah, but I mean,
That was scary to watch what he did to Kevin.
I would say that was. Remember,
Kevin?
just pulled him down and
yeah,
got
yeah.
him.
When that big switch happened,
Yeah.
because he was supposed to fight Nate.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
a big switch because he missed weight by 8 pounds.
What's his name? Kevin Holland.
Kevin
And then
Holland.
remember, we got him down. But then, like, I feel like Kevin Holland lost that fight before it started almost. He was kind of like believing the gourmet shed hype,
Yeah.
And while I feel like Usman was like, I'm
No,
not just gonna-
yeah. I think Usman is completely different opponent that he had faced yet. Gilbert as well, but Usman is another level, and
both welterweights, and Gilbert is almost has been a lightweight even.
Bro, I think Gilbert is like
I think the biggest problem with Gilbert is
60
lately,
pounds lighter than me.
Yeah, he fought at 155 at one point. Yeah.
The biggest problem with Gilbert, I think, though, is his haircut right now. You don't like it, huh? Mushroom top, it's not good.
Yeah, like Conor say. How Conor say? He looks like
a fat lesbian.
yeah, fat lesbian.
Yeah, that was too. Everyone hates on Conor, but he is funny, bro.
He's
like,
funny
he
as
is
fuck.
funny.
Come on.
Yeah, I know.
He's the one.
He's the GOAT, bro. Man.
Bro, he's the most funny. I think he and Rampage. Rampage is funny.
Oh yeah,
as
Rampage
well.
is funny.
Rampage
I remember.
is funny.
Yeah, I
You
remember.
went on his Ultimate Fighter when he had that kid titties. He
Yeah.
kept messing with him. Titties!
So, in my opinion, you're one of the best, most talented middleweights that still doesn't have a title.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I mean? And I mean it like in a way, like I'm not trying to but sincerely, like you have only fought top 10 guys, beaten top 10 guys, really. I mean, like they were top 10 at one point or in that. And then even to me, you just beat Whittaker. Like, what do you think you got to do to finally get that title?
Well, he had the chance. You fought Izzy.
Yeah.
And that was
I mess up.
Yeah, that was a tough one for you.
I mess everything on that fight.
Well,
but
and
okay.
like to be honest, like losing to Izzy to me is like you're just
No, yeah.
you're right there,
I
and it's
agree.
like I feel like on a good day, like Strickland, the Izzy that fought Strickland, you win that fight.
I agree. I did huge mistakes and
Too much wine the night before.
But
Were you really drinking wine the night before?
You're lying.
You swear.
Yeah,
Have you
swear.
always done that?
Martino!
I swear for God. Bro.
Have you ever always drank before fights?
Yeah, not before the fight like that because I was in panic because I needed to get in sleep and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I had many problems on my leg before because I got cramps, severe cramps and cramps. I tried everything. The physiotherapist came to my room. I asked UFC some help. They give me some shots to try relieve the cramp. Relief.
Don't worry, he
And,
has to help me all the time, bro. I speak English.
Yeah,
And he's
sorry.
Well, it's always this is something I want to point out to all the people watching that I had to learn from Ramsey is that you're from Brazil, Portuguese, right?
Exactly.
And in Portuguese, R is an H.
Yeah.
So like
Relief.
they'll call him Hamzi.
Hamzi.
Or when you're saying relief, you're saying Halif. So it's just for like education. R is an H. That's why you're saying. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead. You were trying to get relief.
I just lost the great opportunity that
You think
I
it was
had.
a bad weight cut? That's why you're having the cramps, or what?
Yes. I was too heavy to that fight, and we were in the pandemic stuff, so I didn't have this normal schedule until because we went to London. We stayed 1 week just inside the hotel. Was pandemic. We could not get out. The hotel was alone in my room, so I need to cut my all weight alone.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm a big guy for middleweight, so I need the whole process very well done. Did.
Well, I was a big 55. I fought at 155, and I walk around 185. So like 30 pounds is almost equivalent. It's a whole process. I need my team with me because I need people literally holding me in the bath, pulling me out.
If you lost 1 week on that weight cut, you need to rush on another time. And that was my problem. I rushed too much. Like a day before, a day of the weight cut, and this compromised my body. So, but it's okay.
But one time I was getting ready for a fight, and I was training, and I pulled my back, so I couldn't run for like 2 weeks, and then that ballooned me up.
Yeah.
Then the cut was so bad, I got hit one time and went to sleep because it was the same thing. I get that. Like a lot of people don't understand being a big middleweight or whatever weight you are.
But what I don't understand is why. Why not go one division up? Why are you cutting so far down? Why not go 205?
No, this is not the question because if I have the whole process, I can. I just mess. It's my fault. I should program my whole schedule better to not get this problem. Get in the fight week lighter. You understand? But this is my mistake.
Explain to me. So I'm a casual fan, right? And this is something
like casual, bro. He does nothing.
He's the casual. You're
Yeah,
the coach.
Yeah.
Any grappling, I don't want to watch. Stand them up for me.
Yeah. Honestly, we've been training 1 year.
Oh yeah.
Almost, and he still can't do a triangle.
Oh,
Like
I'm
it's just
too thick.
His
I
legs.
can't get my leg up.
you need to stretch more.
Well, that's because for me, I'm a striker. You know.
See that punch?
But here's my question for a catch fan to understand why. I mean, that's 40 pounds for you.
Yes.
Is it such a bigger advantage to be getting all the way down to 185 than is 205 too dangerous for you? You
Right.
fought too long at
Okay.
185. 205 is too dangerous.
I got you. Right now, I like against Whittaker. I got my best weight cut, and it's become easier.
Yeah.
Because I understand better my body, the process, and I'm still getting mature on my physically.
Physicality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Understanding your physical body.
Yeah.
And getting mature as well, you know. So
How old are you?
32.
32. Nice.
So
What?
you too.
What's your birthday?
April 21st.
Yes, I'm older than January 3rd.
Okay. So it's not a problem to me right now. Was a problem on different situations like a pandemic stuff, and I need to fight for the title against Easy on that situation. So that was a problem, but not at all. You know, like I did the weight very easy. You know, talking, make jokes, laughing. You know,
Yeah.
Some people doing that, crying, almost dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me against Easy.
Easy,
Yeah.
In 2020.
Yeah.
Now 2024, I'm doing that very easy. So
Yeah.
there's no reason to move up.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an unneeded thing you can dominate there.
Yeah.
My question is, let's say, because Izzy is skinny. Huh?
Yeah.
What do you think he's cutting? Maybe 20 pounds?
Yeah, probably less than me, but
205?
Probably 15.
But he's a
maybe.
skinny guy. What makes I mean, I can watch him. I can see him very, very technical. But what made he's fallen off? But what made him so dominant? What's it like being in the cage with him? It comes too fast. You don't even see it coming, or what?
well, he's not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. But then
Yeah, then.
it just happened too fast. You get hit. You say,
No,
"Where'd that
I
come from?"
think he found a way to fight. Who, you know, he never was a guy who, you know, has a lot damage power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He more skilled guy, you know, like a counter
Technician. Yeah.
kind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and it was more ability and how you say agility.
Yeah.
You know, something that. But yeah, I think he found, and he, of course, he has a lot. How you say? We need to give him credit.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
for
an
that.
amazing striker, you
yeah.
know.
And he's also really good at taking care of his dogs in certain ways.
I will not comment about that because he's so disgusting, right? Okay. But no, because he have a sex with his dog.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's just the first day. It's just kissing. It's no
yeah,
sex.
yeah.
Kiss is okay.
He's just relieved his dog, you know. I think that's what happened.
No, he didn't give him red rock. I think it's just kisses. That's what,
Okay.
But even that's what Sean said.
Do you want to fight him again? Like, if you could choose
Oh, yeah.
any fight
But
right
there's
now.
no. But to be honest, there's no point for him to fight Izzy. Izzy's got some climb back. An Izzy fight won't get him the #1 contendership.
But then, who do you want to fight then?
Yeah, you gotta talk about. I'm not. I'm a kind of guy, like you say, right? I'm kind of guy who has talent but never get the belt yet.
Yeah.
So, I just think we have a couple good fights to do right now. But my goal is still get. I think I can get the belt.
Yeah.
I truly believe. I truly believe on that.
Drickus is a scary man. You don't think Drickus is scary?
No, I think everybody on the top 5, top 10,
They're all
is
scared.
good. They're
Yeah.
all scared, you know. But I feel so powerful when especially in that fight against Whittaker. I felt so powerful over there, bro. It's not
And fast, bro. I would say you looked faster than this last one.
yeah, you know. Thank you. But I don't want to be like downgrade him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a special fighter, very talented, tough fighter. But I don't feel on dangers when the guy hit me. You know, I don't feel like, okay, he got me so hard and now I need to... Of course, I need to pay attention. I need to stay focused to fight him. But I don't feel like... oh, this guy gonna fuck me up.
Yeah.
Right here. Maybe on 205, I'm gonna feel that because the guy is big, you know, and you know, so powerful. But at 185, I feel like a bully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're the big dude.
yeah. So I almost beat him, you know, in the first, and at the end I thought I caused more damage, and you know, it's hard to say. Jules has had a different opinion, but guys like you had, you know, agree with me.
I mean, I was a little biased because I had all the money.
Yeah,
riding it,
but
I still think I watched it back. I was like,
But I could make better.
Yeah.
I definitely could make better than I did. I assume that there was 18 months of no fights, you know.
Yeah.
Long break. I did a long break because I did surgeries and stuff. But I'm sick to fight again. I can't wait to fight again.
What about
maybe Strickland? I can fight.
That's
Strickland.
what I was gonna say. You and Strickland is
Usman would be good.
I think
I would say Gourmet Chechen, but bro, nobody trusts on the guy anymore. So fuck him.
Yeah. Between the two of you, no way the fight would ever happen.
No, yeah, somebody's pulling out.
Someone's pulling out. Like you might as well when you make that fight. Like we're like, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
I think that Strickland. I think you'd be a big problem for him. Here's what I said, and people just roasted me for this. I think he got a little bit lucky against Izzy. People said that 4 rounds is not lucky, but I think he caught him early, and then Izzy was scared, and also Izzy was lazy with it. He didn't prepare as much for Strickland. He thought he had him in the bag. I think Strickland didn't. What did you think? You thought he beat Drickus? Because people were saying he beat Drickus.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't watch. I need to watch the fight between them. But, yeah, the most people say that, yeah, that. The people say Drickus touched more, make more point, and he damaged Drickus. I don't know. It was that?
It was a close fight. Honestly,
No, Drickus did a lot more. He was striking. He was taking down. He was doing a lot more activity.
But but Strickland, I mean, it could have gone either way. Like, Strickland was doing a good job, like, jabbing him, being Strickland. He, like, walked him down a lot. But then it's just like, here's the thing with Duplessis. He's, you know, so wild and explosive and strong. He would just be, like, out, and then he would explode in this wild exchange.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Strickland would get back to, like, trying to do, you know, Strickland, like, point scoring, and then all of a sudden it'd be this wild exchange. So scoring it wise, I could see, like, if you're a boxing scoring, you'd say Strickland won this 100%.
I see.
But then if you're watching, like, MMA damage, but here's the thing. They scored it the opposite of what you and Whittaker were. So if they scored the Strickland, and that's why I actually saw that. It was, if they would have scored the same way they scored your fight, you won. Or it should have been by, you know what I mean? Like, they scored it completely opposite. So they gave one person, you know, they gave Strickland, or they didn't give Strickland the pressure while they gave Whittaker the pressure to winning against you.
I totally understand what you're saying. So that's why it's so difficult to understand, you know, which way the fight is going.
Yeah.
You know,
like if you're in the fight, you're like, what the fuck is who's winning?
Yeah, I have I'm not the first guy to suggest that, but I truly believe this is going to be better. You know, Tamaya had told that to me, I think the points and you know, who is won, who is losing the fight should be open for everyone. Live.
Like on the board, and then you could be as a coach.
Then you can start doing
well, then you'd be like your coach said, for some reason, you're down 2 rounds. And it might be bullshit, but you need to go big the 3rd round. And instead of you being like, okay, I'm winning, you know.
The people is afraid, I think, because somebody who knows, like, I'm
winning.
Yeah, I'm winning, so I gonna, you know, step in the break, and, you know, I will not go easy.
But people do that anyways.
But the opponent gonna rush.
Yeah.
Because he's losing.
He's losing,
So, you know, so you have the 2 sides of the same story. So, but any sports, like a basketball, football, soccer, you know who...
Ice skating. Like they show them the score, like while they're doing their ice skating between each one. You know what I mean? They can figure.
I don't know about that one.
They do. No, because you have like 3 goes in
points.
ice skating, and you see your points, and you're like, if you're down in points, you're like, well, this next one, I got to go for a harder routine to get more points.
They don't have ice in Brazil. He doesn't know this.
That's true. Okay.
They don't have ice.
Gymnastics. There you go. Like gymnastics. You know.
Yeah.
If you're like down in points, they would do a harder routine and dance and stuff like that.
You become blind.
Yeah.
You don't know if you are winning or losing the fight is worse, because if I believe I won the fight against you and you believe the same, you are winning the fight against me, maybe both guys will stop, to confront each other. So it's better to know, because at least one guy gonna try rush another. So
go for it, yeah. Even like I lost one of my last UFC fights. It was a completely bullshit decision. I beat the fuck out of the dude, and literally I go, and they say, they score like split, and I'm like, oh. How did you give a split to that? Yeah. I mean, I won that, and I raised my hand and they called the other person, and you're like, man, if I knew the score going into that third, whether it's bullshit or not, I would have gone for the finish. You know what I mean? Kind of like any other sport. You got to know.
It's crazy. Yeah, I think a good solution would be open the scores,
And I think 2 more judges. It should be 5 judges.
Probably.
Open. Yeah, because 3 is too much. Like, one person's 30%. Yeah. You need to be like each one's 20%. Yeah.
Here's a question. I'll tell you.
Even Easy and Usman thought I won in more fights, but anyway.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I mean, I thought you won, bro.
Now that you're here, I think you won too, because I like you. But,
I think. Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a huge Whittaker fan too. I've always been a Whittaker fan. I'm just saying.
It's not about that.
As far as it drives me crazy as a fighter, a coach, because I coach somebody, and sometimes you're like, what should I tell him to do then? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how would you tell? Like, if I was coaching you, I'd be like, what do you want him to do? More damage, more wrestling? And then it makes it become this boring crotch sniffing game where it's like the only for sure points is a takedown.
So let me ask you this. For me, as a casual fan, what's important to me, even more than I like to watch striking only. I don't, unless it's a quick submission, I like to watch. But I like to watch striking. But also, I like to watch a lot of the trash talk, right? Because it's important to me. Yeah. And what I've noticed is because it's the storylines that are happening. Most people that are from outside the U.S. are not good at it, right? But you're unique in that you're very good on Twitter, or you're very good on and you're also, it seems like it's impossible to cancel you. You can say whatever you want, and everybody just loves it. Like, oh, that's Paulo. Why do you think that's happening?
And impossible to COVID shot you, right?
Yeah, impossible. No.
Why do you think it's like you found this place in UFC fandom where you can say whatever you want, and people are just like, oh, yeah, let's go?
Yeah, I don't know explain that. Why the people act like that? But...
You're like a people's
because people just love you. I mean, it's crazy. You can say whatever you want.
I'm glad for that, but even if they hate me, I don't fucking care.
They know where to find
you. Bro, you just go and say what you think you should to say and do whatever you think, But I'm think I'm a funny guy, because I'm funny, on my circles with friends and, If Tamaya laugh.
She doesn't think you're funny. She said, "No more funny. Be quiet."
Yes, probably. Yeah,
all my friends think I'm funny, but the wife never.
Yeah, my wife wants me to shut the hell up.
Yeah. She's like, "You're annoying, dude." And I was like, "That was a good joke."
Bro, yeah, I even have dreams of myself making jokes and bro, look at her. Yeah, he's agreeing.
He wakes up in the middle of the night. He writes that one down. That's a good
one. She used to say, "You have a couple mini clowns on your mind, because they are like play each other, together and make
instead
fun
of an angel and a demon, you got just 2 clowns, like
something like that.
The Joker and another clown.
Do you feel like, because a lot of fighters, do you feel like you came from a hard upbringing? Because a lot of times fighters, like with Strickland, he can say, but if you say something to him, he gets mad because of it's his first response as a kid, like to fight.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it was never, you had friends when you were growing up that all make fun of each other, so my first response is to laugh instead of to fight?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you and your brother, do you guys like talk shit to each other all day?
Oh, yeah. If my brother, remember, my brother is 5 years older than me, so until...
Could he beat your ass or no?
Oh, she beat a lot.
Yeah,
he beat your ass a lot, yeah.
She beat my ass until I got, I think... 13, 14, 15 years.
You started winning?
Puberty hit.
And you got some secret juice.
Yeah, then I become bigger than him, know. And before, I think before 13 years old, that when I was until 13 years old, he just fuck a shut you fuck up and get out of here. He kicked my ass all the time. And then when I made 15, 16, and I become be equal.
You got God's natural juice,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The testosterone starts coming in.
Probably, yeah.
You hit puberty, bro, right?
So then he started to be kind of
Nicer.
Nicer.
you
I
know?
love you, brother.
He's like, you want me to coach you? I'll show you how to do that. You know? You're like-
Yeah, now he's my coach. Yeah, but
Is that pretty fun having your brother as your coach? Like, you get to travel the world.
it's good. Yeah,
Is it
good
tough though?
because
Like if you're in the corner and it's your brother, he says something to you, say, "Hey man, shut up! I don't want to listen to this."
you
one."
have both sides.
Yeah.
You have both sides. Sometimes is somebody that you really trust. You know he does only want to you payment for his payment, but he really wants your best.
Yeah.
So it's something that, but at the same time you have some beef.
Oh, yeah.
Family.
Me and my brothers, we all train and fight together. And I would coach my little brother. It just never worked, dude. I would tell him to do stuff. He'd be in a fight. He'd be like, fuck you, dude.
We saw the brother beef with Jamal Hill and his brother at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. The brother
Went to
beef.
jail for it.
I think the worst beef is between brothers.
And we would literally kill each other in the room. Like, everyone else, you spar. And I've only been knocked out by my little brother. Like, he's wild. One time I was on the ground. He kicked me in the head illegally, and I looked at him like, what the fuck? And he's like, sorry, man, I saw my opportunity and I took it.
Yeah, at the same time, you love him too much.
Yeah.
You hate him. All your energy, you want to kill him. Oh, sometimes I pull out a knife for my brother. I'm going to kill you.
Oh, yeah.
And, once I shot him, not real guns, like airsoft guns.
Yeah.
I shot a couple times, in the head and the belly. He's, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
That's like my brother. He was crazy, dude. Would duct tape me to chairs. And
Yes.
That's what, but when I would go fight, my brother's bigger than me, and I've never even got close to him. He's like, I'm still only up to his shoulder.
Oh, yeah?
So I was like, I'm gonna get big one day and fuck you up.
Old brother? Oh, yeah.
Older.
Okay.
Yeah, my younger brother's bigger than me too.
okay.
So I had
Yeah.
to get the meanest,
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
But like we would just torture each other, and he'd beat the shit out of me. I remember one time my first fight, I walked in, and I'm like, you ain't scared, bro. My older brother is in the crowd, and I'm more scared of him because he's like, if you lose, I'll fuck you up. And I was like, oh shit, okay.
I need to beat this guy.
Yeah. So I think the brothers are, the best. And then, too, like Kyle grew up with all sisters, and that's why he's kind of a pussy.
Yeah, that's why I get so much pussy. I'm sorry.
But like when you have your brothers, you constantly actually fight as you're growing up through puberty, and my bones are I never got cut really. Like my face was just, my skin was just different. I think it was from fighting.
Yes, I think, and these make you tough, because you always have to face somebody
That's bigger.
your own house, bigger than you.
And he's got the mental big brother on you.
You need to be mental prepared to, because if you have a beef with your brother and if you beat him, even if you beat him, okay, this guy
You'll be brushing your teeth and he'll come up out of nowhere and get you.
It's like
So if you grew up like that, talking shit, doing all that, what's it like for you when you're like lining up against Izzy and he's saying the cringe stuff, like Frozen like Elsa and all these things?
Oh, this is horrible to say to trash talk.
It's crazy.
His trash talk is horrible because he has a kid's mentality, He has a teenage mentality.
Anime, too much stuff.
Yeah, too much anime in the brain.
Too much what?
Anime, the
cartoons.
cartoons.
Yeah. He is the kind of guy, he's the kind of guy who put the fuck stuff on the forehead of anime, like Naruto,
Yeah.
Okay, but I gotta ask this question then. The problem then is that
the nail.
but the problem is then when you lose and then you know what happened after the fight, he gave you a little humping. Is it tough to watch that from a kid? So don't you want to just like get up after the fight like, oh, we're going again or what?
Yeah, I know he's a excellent fighter, no doubt about that. But his mentality is a teenager mentality. He do stuff that is. He acted like that.
Yeah. Like
so,
and one thing I did notice is like, I saw a video he posted after Strickland lost to Duplessis, and he's all like, and I'm like, come on, bro, that is a kid's mentality. I mean, like when someone loses that you fought, you're like, it's all respect, right? Like,
yeah.
Like you feel like everyone's a grown man. Like, do you feel like you have any animosity towards anyone, or are you just kind of like,
Which
like any problems
Like
with anybody?
anger towards anybody that you fought, or you say once they fight, it's done.
It's done. Like, do you want to see like Izzy succeed, or would you want to see him?
No. Yeah, I don't like the guy. I think he's, he's too much
Infantile, yeah, like a kid.
Thank you. And
Bro, you got a good vocabulary though.
you're
For like,
killing it.
No.
honestly, you have an accent, but you're busting out words. I'm like, all right,
I know the word, but I don't know exactly
That
how
word
it's
I'm telling you
spelled.
right now is too big for Rams.
Yeah,
speak
and
word.
honestly, you keep saying the right word, but you almost are doubting yourself. Like you
Yeah,
say
yeah,
it right,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're doubting yourself. I was like,
Yeah.
you got a better vocabulary than me, bro.
Yeah, I will get better. I'm coming to the United States to live, to actually live here.
Where are you gonna live?
I don't know yet. I'm looking for some place between Las Vegas,
You should come to Utah,
California.
bro. Utah's the best. We live in Utah. Utah's the best.
I love the place when I fought there.
And it's
Yeah.
always you're
But
always
it's
at
cold,
you're always
right?
at you're always
Yeah,
at
it's
elevation. So anywhere
The
you go,
elevation
you're
is
good.
good for being-
Training, yeah. And like even when people come there, Park City, it's 10,000 feet up. So then like people like stay there. Like that's where Luke was staying. But he didn't come out long enough. I was telling him, bro, you need to come out for a month.
For a month at
Yeah,
least.
and he came out like 10 or 6 days only. How long were you out?
in
Utah before?
No, I just came on the 5 week.
Oh, really? And
Yes.
did you have any altitude issues?
Of course, I mean, everybody who fought in the fight card failed.
Yeah.
Every single one.
You fought in the first. It was the first
First
one
one.
when Leon knocked out Kamaru.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yes,
the one.
exactly that one. So everybody fought different, Who else? Merab.
Oh, yeah.
Merab has a very good gas tank.
Cardio, yeah.
And he was struggling with Jose, remember? Yeah.
Exactly.
And then watching Marab the other night and Jose again, you're like, that wouldn't even be that close,
Yeah, and he beat Jose and Jose, but I think he was he got benefits by his cardio, and Luke. I think my fight against Luke, we both felt a lot the altitude issues, but he felt a little bit more. He was actually nervous when I put him down in the very first round. He make a half guard,
Yeah.
and he was squeezing my leg with his leg too much. So I just realized, this guy is expending a lot of energy. But I didn't think about the altitude. I just was focusing on the fight. But when we get up, I feel something different. I say,
You feel like a little dizzy.
I mean,
man.
now that the fight's already happened, I feel like I can, share parts of like with Luke. But when he got there, first day, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go for a jog," and I was like, "I've been telling him, like, bro, you need to come out early. This altitude's gonna fuck you up. Like, you have no idea how hard it is." Gets there day
very,
one,
very hard.
He runs like a half a mile outside of my gym, comes back, and I just remember seeing his eyes like wide, like, whoa. Because he was like, he's like, maybe it's just the travel, and I was like, oof. And I don't know how much like. That but obviously it's still I think you would win the fight no matter what, 100
against Luke,
yeah,
for sure.
But I think he was just wide-eyed, nervous, scared, and when you say that, you feel it. I could see it. He probably felt like he's I got to finish him in the first round or I'm done.
So you say he was nervous. I felt that.
Yeah,
he was a kind of nervous. I don't know why, but tell me why.
I thought because he felt the altitude and he felt like. If he didn't finish you in the first, he was gonna gas out. And honestly, I don't want to share it, but I think he was nervous because he just came back from that jaw break too. Because I've never seen him I'm not gonna share on camera exactly what was happening, obviously, but a lot of behind the scenes things, I was he is terrified, man. He is not ready to fight. Paulo, I think he's scared of his jaw, you know what I mean? Breaking and stuff. But I'm not discrediting the fight, and
No,
obviously
of course.
he's he was a 38 at that
good,
point,
you're
a little
good,
older. But I just remember being a lot of people don't see that part of fighting.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing I was going to say with the Izzy fight with you.
Too
they don't see
too many
any
things happens behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That people don't know.
Yeah, they don't
Right?
ever see it. Yeah.
Well, that's what I say every time we have a fighter on. For me, I've been a UFC fan since I was 10, 12 years old, watching UFC 100, Brock Lesnar, Frank Mir. You know, I was watching Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva, right? And so for me, I looked up to UFC fighters as, you know, these heroes, right? These warriors. And then since we've done this podcast, you know, I've been around a lot more fighters, and you realize, oh, this is just a guy.
Just
on
people.
On TV, when you watch them, like, oh, it's a warrior. Like, they're both, but then you don't realize this guy's nervous, or he had a hard night the night before, or he's just a human being who has to go do his job in front of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands.
I mean, walking out to an arena
Scary.
is sometimes you get an adrenaline dump. Sometimes, you know, like,
That's been my biggest thing. Sorry to cut you off. That's been my biggest thing I've learned is, like, if you don't have fear before the fight, it's a bad thing, because it means that you're not you think you got it in the bag, you're in trouble. You know, it's like
GSP and Matt Serra.
Yeah, it's been hard and good for me to be around. You know, I've known you well before I even met Ramsey in terms of watching you. And when you meet you now, I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch him fight because I don't want him to get punched in the face. You know, I like him; he's a cool guy. You know, so is there anybody that you go into where you like, wow, I'm against this guy, like, or everybody's just, oh, that's just a guy now. I know he's just a guy. Do you ever get nervous about starstruck? Like, oh, I can't believe I'm gonna be with this guy. Like Bobby Knuckles is a legend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he is. But he is definitely. But I didn't feel that against him. Let me see. Yeah, you just mentioned something that's very important. I'd like to say something about that. To not feel fear, or, you know, any kind of fear to fight somebody else is not good.
Bad. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. In that day that I fight easy, I didn't feel any fear. It was a kind of feeling, strange feelings, because I was like, I'm here right now. So I think this is not the mind, the state of mind you need to stay for the fight.
Yeah.
You need to be focused on the moment and, you know, feel your body ready, your mind, you mentally ready to a war. So you need to be a little bit nervous, because this is a kind of way your body find to be ready to act.
Yeah.
You know, even to fight.
I coach like a lot of kids, and I also coach wrestlers. Like, I have a high school wrestling, and one of the things everyone's like, "Oh, I'm nervous," and I was like, "It's not. Yeah, you are nervous, maybe, but those nerves is just your body excited. You know, it's not necessarily scared or nervous. But if you feel nothing, I've been in that, and you're walking out, and you're like, "Come on, let's go.
Yes.
Wake the fuck up. Let's go."
Yes. So, I was very nervous. Not fear, but okay, I'm nervous, but I want a war.
Yeah.
I think this is the feeling that you need to stay to fight somebody else. Even if the fight gonna finish with 30 seconds, doesn't matter. You need to be on that focus. I think Whittaker was on that focus. Okay, especially when it comes from loss.
Yeah.
You just put in your mind. And even your coach can put in mind, okay, you come from a loss, you need to get a win no matter what.
Yeah.
So you came on that spirit, you know?
Yeah.
And you be not so relaxed because you are nervous. You want not even fear, but nervous, like you mentioned. You say, I want to be prepared for everything.
You want to feel your body.
Feel your body, you know. Be excited, nervous, you know. Yeah.
It's like a race car driver, you know, they like drive around and they feel their wheels and they do that. And it's like, same thing. You want to just feel.
Yeah, but I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, you did, for sure.
But, against Romero, I was nervous, like, okay, I want a war. But, so, at the end, maybe the fight is, you know, is very important. Who wants more? Who is more... has more desire
and Romero makes sense.
More passion.
Romero makes sense
on that fight.
Yeah, and in that moment, like, who's going to show up that day?
Whittaker say that about Dricus. He say, I think Dricus was, you know, like if I beat this guy,
I get my championship.
Yeah, so he subestimated the desire of Dricus' head.
Yeah. And then that night, I feel like, Whittaker did say that, right? He's like, he felt like that not nervous. He was just kind of out there, and then you know. And I feel like with your fight, he was back to, you know, his old self, which made it, I think, so much fun.
I felt Whittaker, you'll be nervous as well. I don't know if fear. He can say that, but I not, because I'm not on his mind and I'm not seeing his feeling. But he was nervous. He was like
anxious,
and like a Luke Huckhold
Yeah.
was. But I think Luke did a lot of mistakes, especially when I put him down, or when he tried to take me down, and I defend and I throw some punch, and he said he broke his nose, and it's bad thing you broke your nose.
And that's when he rubbed his blood all over your face.
Yeah, and it's bad thing you broke your nose in altitude.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
breathing's tougher too.
Yeah, and then there's less oxygen.
Yeah.
You know, I saw that on some weird underground
Oh my
gay
God.
site or something, and
want
people
to
are
kiss
like,
me.
"What is this sport? I need to start watching."
Well,
if you got a
notice,
whole
first
new
of all,
family.
Ramsey's saying he was on some deep underground gay website and he saw it.
Just by chance.
Yeah,
you know?
by accident.
Bro,
No, he reshared it. He
I
said,
tried
"What
to-
the fuck is this shit?"
I spent like 1 week cleaning my face after all this blood, and at some time when I go to take a shower, I even find some
flakes of his blood.
piece of blood, you know, some dry blood of. I say, oh my God, this is Luke Huckhold still here.
Yeah. You left a piece of you there.
Yeah, but yeah, it was nice, you know. My focus is just stay, you know, fighting, you know, active. I want to fight as soon as possible. I have a.
You like Strickland? Would be a good one.
Yeah, Strickland would be a good
You think
one.
it'd be a big problem for Strickland? Why?
I think I have some weapons. Like I like to box as well, but I have good kicks. Especially right now, I'm improving my kicks. You know, I have some tricks on my, you know, on my
Up your sleeve?
a box of tools. Huh?
You have a box of tools that you
Box
can
of
use.
tools, yeah. Tricks
Basically,
up
you
your
have more weapons. You feel like than him.
Yeah, I
like
feel
you
that.
could wrestle, grapple.
Yeah.
You could defend his, but you know he's gonna come at you basically with boxing.
Yeah, he definitely use more box than anything
I feel like
else.
you'd be very much in a Drickus style where you just be on him a lot and he just tries to keep you away, but he doesn't punch as hard as a lot of the other guys in that division, right?
Who?
Strickland.
Strickland. He doesn't punch as hard. He's not putting people out.
Yeah. When you look to numbers, yeah, you see that, but I never exchanged with him to say exactly, you know. Yeah. I just want to fight as soon as possible. I told Dana.
What about you and Drickus du Plessis? I know that's the real fight you want, right? You
Of
want
course, championship,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, I fight for the belt. Doesn't matter who gonna be there.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I didn't watch his fight against Shen, and I just watched a very cut moments when he beats Whittaker. But what I saw, he's just weird. He has a weird stance. He's not orthodox.
Yeah, very unorthodox.
But for sure, he has power. He's a strong man, you know. So, tough guy.
Would you say, and we're getting close to the end here, but obviously you've got a lot of fandom in, like I said, I mean, I'm a big fan of the UFC, and you can see fandoms turn on people. Even when you miss the fight, even when you pull out because of whatever it is, nobody ever gets mad. They just like, oh, that's Paulo, right? What is it
people
like?
get mad though, don't they?
Instead the petition
Yeah.
kill me.
Yeah, petition.
That's actually more than mad.
You have to kill yourself if you do it. They don't
Yeah.
want to kill you. But
That's actually more than mad. They actually genuinely want to hurt him.
What's it like in Brazil? Do the fans in Brazil love you? Are you received the same way down there?
Yes, of course. You know, I'm a fight for Brazil, mostly. Yeah, I'm a kind of patriot guy, you know. But bro, to be at the end, I fight for my fans. Doesn't matter, you know, where they come from.
Yeah.
I love the people, because the people, as you mentioned it, as you said, they show me true love. So what I can respond is just, you know, interact with them and do my best in the cage. I'm a little bit sad. about my performance. I know everybody say, "Oh, don't be sad. You fight very well, pretty well against a great guy." But I could do a little bit more. I misunderstand the way that fight was going. I truly believe I was won. So maybe I stop in the, I step in the break.
Yeah,
just
but then it's like you don't take risk. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Did you learn a lesson then? You're not going to do that again? You're going to keep on hard?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. If I knew I was lost in the fight, I need to, try to beat the guy if
With
it's
everything.
possible.
Yeah.
Everything on my reach. But yeah, that's why it's so important. You come to finish the fight. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter if you win in the fight. You need to finish the guy.
Yeah.
Because maybe you are losing.
Yeah.
So
You remember did you ever know Bert, the old UFC guy that would bring everybody in? Do you know what I'm talking about? Older black dude. Bert Swanson, or Bert, what's his last name? The black, and he'd be like, "We rolling." You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, so he was like one of the most. Dude, I can't think of his last name right now. Bert. He just messaged me that he was the original, the guy that walks you out every fight, and he would take care of all the fighters, bring you to the weigh-ins, and he'd always give you a speech. He's like,
I see.
Bert Watson.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? He's like a black dude, older, and and he'd always say like, give us a pre-fight speech. And he's like, knowing this, but he's like, but you got to leave it all out there in the match. Because if you leave it in the judges, they'll make you cry every single time. He had like a whole poem he would say.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true, bro. It's really true. Yeah, guys, I will be back this Paulo, then I want to finish the fight, doesn't matter what, next one, because I'm pissed off against myself, I'm getting sad, angry, hungry.
I'm getting a certain vibe from you, Paulo, and I promise we're wrapping here soon. But maybe you're a fight fan, but you're not like the most intense fight fan. You don't watch all the fights, right? So
yeah, I missed something. Yeah.
So you're almost like a fighter, but also more of a casual. You only like the most exciting fights, right? This is my guy. I like
Yeah.
But do you agree with me that we should get?
He wants to pull me to his team.
Yeah. He's trying to pull.
But do you agree?
No, bro, come to the coach side. Be obsessed with the game.
That the UFC, because you've been there a long time now, that we should get rid of 125, 135. It's too small. It's victim weight. It's too small weight. We don't want to watch 125ers fight anymore. Yeah, only 155 or higher, because below that, even me, I'm a casual. I could beat Pantoja. It's 125. There's no problem. You know what
He
I'm
really
saying?
thinks he could.
There's little guys. You agree that small weights is not fun to watch?
And I've seen him get his ass kicked by a 135-pound woman.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, you agree.
You are brothers. Are you guys brothers?
I know exactly what you say, yes. But it's not their fault, bro. If the guy born with,
It's a little guy.
like a 2 pounds, it's not his fault, but...
I'm saying if I wanted to watch somebody fight at 125, I watch Holly Holm. I don't need to watch... I don't need to watch Pantoja.
It's like a kid's fight,
Yeah. I go down to the kids class at the local BJJ gym.
Yeah, he comes over to the gym, he watches.
It's like a kids fighting in the carpet, yeah. So,
they can't actually hurt each other, they just like kind of, which is kind of true. They have to get submission finishes. They really can't.
Do I fight like how you say
Dwarf fighting.
Yeah.
It's more of
like a
a
circus.
Yeah, it's more of a circus than a fight.
It's a circus.
Fighting's a circus. That's all right. We'll be.
Yeah. Well, dude, honestly, Paulo, we're incredibly glad to have you. We're glad we can make it happen. You're one of our favorite fighters. We'd love to have you.
Oh, sorry. I just need to say, but I of course, I want not to finish just say bad things about these small guys. I think you had great fighters. I really want to like to fight Demetrius Johnson fight. I think he is a masterclass.
Oh, now you're just trying to be a politician.
Now
He's just being a politician.
My brother.
It's true. Because he just thought about all of his friends that are under 135, and he's like, well, fuck, they're going to see this? So he's like, no, brother, they're very nice.
He just remembered like half the guys in Brazil are 135 pounds. So he's like, oh, shit.
You're the only big Brazilian, man.
I need to give a shout out to my friend Cejudo.
Cejudo.
I will make sure to bring a toy for you next time.
Well, also and we're gonna wrap here. Give us a shout out to your team, where we can find you, and what you have coming with Secret Juice.
I just want to say thank you very much, you guys, for bringing me here. For having me here. It's a such pleasure. I don't used to do a lot podcasts because my English is getting better, but not yet. But I think you can understand.
Bro, we understand your time.
Awesome.
Okay.
Your English is better than Ramsey's most of the time. I'm telling you.
We're both first generation Americans. Oh no, you're not, are you?
I'm like third generation.
Yeah. My parents, neither one speak English cleanly, so you got to learn how.
I just hope the guys could understand what to say.
That's great. And we'll give you lots of subtitles.
We'll just put translation subtitles underneath. He's like, Paulo said Ramsey's big and strong.
But tell us. Plug Secret Juice. Tell us where we can find it. What's coming for Secret Juice?
Or maybe they can use the generation AI generation to make me speak really English.
Yeah, that is true.
Guys, Secret Juice is coming. Just thank you for all support.
It was delicious, and I do feel stronger.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, one more sip. Thank you.
One more sip.
And where can you said you were talking about investors? Where can investors find to talk about Secret Juice?
Okay, investors, you can reach me out on Instagram. There, on Instagram we have all the contacts. Probably you're gonna
Linktree.
You're gonna Linktree Tamaya over there, and I'm just looking for somebody who want to become multiple millionaire.
Billionaire.
Okay, awesome, Paulo. You're the man. We appreciate you. Thank you guys for tuning in and seeing the one and only Paulo Costa. Get in there for Secret Juice and let's watch this man do some bad things in the octagon. Thanks for tuning into The Coach and the Casual. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and share it with your friends. Thanks again.